Today we are discussing about the database part. How to work with SQL Server databases. First we need to first we need to log in the first we need to log in the SQL Server database, and we have two type of authentication modes there. One is Windows authentication, second one is SQL Server authentication modes. And if you can select the SQL Server authentication mode, we need to pass the user ID and password. Here we need to pass the password, and once you connect the database, we connect the database, and we need to create for this is the database names. We have different databases there here. If you the different database names is there. Just if you want to create databases in through Corelizer, just create database name, employers, can execute it. Just can refresh it here. Now database employer database has been created here. And if you want to create database through uh, object explorer, just create new database and give some database name, department details. Just add it and click OK. Yeah, department details table has database has been created here. Now in each database having different type of objects entities here. Tables, views, terms, programmatically, services, storage, securities. Tables containing all tables informations here. And database diagrams, it contains the ORM, object list management kind of things can be object database mappings can be created with the database diagrams. Now I'm discussing about the database tables. Tables were created two times. One is through object explorer, and second one is through query manager. So now now discussing about through we are creating tables through object explorer here. First one is in id, the data type is integer, is not allowed the null values. Second one is name, data type is varchar, not null values. And third one is salary. Salary is data type is numeric, digits 8 into 0, not null values. And second one is designation, varchar, varchar 50, and it is also not null. And I want to set the identity and primary key of this first ID column. How can I set? Just select the ID and clear the log button here. Click the log button, set a primary key. And after that, I need to set the auto incremented values of the identity values. See, identity is just set the S value. Identity is index value is I. Identity, see, identity is set is S. Yeah. Now, sorry, is identity yes. Identity means it's auto incremental value. Now I can create the table. Suppose as department details, departments, tables. This is the way creating the tables. Now now I'm creating the uh, now I'm creating the through Core Analyzer tables. I'm creating following way. See, this is the way I created the tables. Create table name, persons id value, last name, first name, age, and constraint for the create the constraint from id and last names. Just I create this one, create the table and execute it. Now table has been created. Now I want to set the primary key for this id value. How can I set? Just alter table persons and add primary key column name id, column id. Now primary key has been set for this table. COLU, sorry, column ID. Now primary key set for the this column. Yeah, yeah. Add primary key ID. Yeah, this is the table persons already in the primary key defined on it. Oh, sorry, sir. Already primary key defined for this table. Okay, here we have already created a table. Okay, now I will give an example. Okay, I already have set for the primary key for this table. Okay, now I will create the constants have been created, deleted it here, and person value table, and created null. See, executed, and table has been person value as table has been created, and I want to set the ID for the here ID. I want to set the ID for this thing. Just before going to setting the person value, see, this is the table name person value. See, columns ID common like this. You don't have any primary sector for this thing. Once I execute this one, lock symbol will be shown there. Anywhere. Yeah. Now I'm refresh this one. Lock symbol will be available here. Now if I can set the primary key. This is the way primary key set value for the tables. And next session I can set the identity columns and all these things.